What's up?
What's up?
My what's up was way cooler than yours.
I don't think so.
You had like some high-pitched screeching thing going. Mine was awesome.
How rude. Okay, are y'all team Michael or team Rebecca? I am noticing that like
Team Monster is what it is.
So we're a unit.
Oh, Team Michael.
I don't have an individual. What is it called? Identity? Is that what you're telling me?
You said it. I didn't.
I think I have my own identity.
I think you're cute.
All right. So, anyways, guys,
You're pretty.
we just wanted to chat with you guys today. We had someone recommend to us that we do a discussion on who Michael thinks are the current, not of all time, but the current top 5 pullers in the world. Okay? The world. The ones that we know of, because I think there's people actually in caves that are waiting to come out. But anyways.
And I will bust that hand back.
The ones that we are completely aware of. So, top 5, we're going to discuss that.
In order? Like first through 5th? Or there's just 5 guys who on any given day could be the best guy on earth?
Okay, because you guys do know that is the way it works, right? Yeah.
I mean, that's how I see it.
All right, so just give me the 5 first. I want to know why, and then we'll try to rank them. All right?
All right. So there's this dude from Hot Springs, Arkansas that is a badass. Monster Michael Todd, something like that. That dude can arm wrestle. I'm telling you, man, that guy's cool. So obviously Monster Michael Todd is one of the 5. A healthy Dennis, right? So I have to put Dennis in the mix because
praying for you, buddy.
Exactly. Please heal up, get back on the table. Super strong dude, arguably one of the strongest guys to ever arm wrestle, and actually has become a pretty good technician. So Dennis Plenkoff, without a doubt.
Does he have a signature?
No, he actually has a version of a King's move, but
he does.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty good.
So and he transitions to press pretty well from his King's move, so that's pretty awesome because he does have so much side pressure. But I mean, he's just dominant. He's gonna pull with his big ass hand, pull back, drag through you, and pin you. So Dennis, obviously, Levon.
Is it Levin or Levon?
I like calling him Levin, but it might be Levon. I don't know.
All I know is that guy is a silverback freaking gorilla.
The closest human to a silverback, probably. So
nice, though.
He may be overall number 1. I don't know. But what I've seen him do to Trubin, and then, okay,
Nobody's
so what he did to Tim Bresnan, no offense to Tim, but I felt like Trubin was a bigger task for Levin than Tim would have been.
Yeah.
And once he went through Trubin like that last year, I knew he was only going to be stronger this year. So Levin has all the tools. I mean, he's massive. I heard the rumor that he has an
11-inch
wrist, which is ridiculous. Super thick hand.
11-inch wrist.
11-inch wrist.
Holy shit.
So yeah, he's a bad dude.
Wow.
Dave Chafee, of course.
Absolutely.
So between Dave Chafee, Levin, and Dennis are arguably your 3 strongest arm wrestlers who are mainly power and just strong, right?
Of those 3, who's the best technician?
I'm saying Levin.
Levin?
Yeah, I mean,
really?
Dave has a top rope, but he's primarily a drag hooker. I don't see a whole lot of press from him. Mm-hmm. I see Levin having very good skills, along with ridiculous power. Mm-hmm. So we don't know. Those 3 guys' power level could all be about the same. I would say they're the benchmark for power in the sport. So, yeah, Dave Chafee, dominant hand, strong arm, crazy inside power. Very rarely will you ever see that man get beat inside. And then the 5th guy, I've got to go with Vitaly Lelettin. And that guy may be the future, because he's got such leverage. 6'8", 6'9".
Leverage is ridiculous.
It's insane. Now, watching what Levin did to Trubin last year at the Zloty was crazy impressive.
Yeah.
But watching what Vitaly did to Trubin was even more impressive to me.
Yeah.
Because it was so much dominance where Trubin is strong.
So Trubin doesn't make your top 5?
No. He
okay,
can't.
So,
he can't make the top.
No.
I mean, the only way he could is if people took me out of the top 5 and put him in there, right?
Which they would, because simply of his size. Some of you idiots did that. Actually did that. You're like, oh my God, he got
in 2017, I believe it was, 2017.
Yeah.
I was going in to pull push car for the overall number 1 in the world, and he was going to pull Dave Chafee. Dave Chafee's going to pull him for the Intercontinental title. I was ranked number 2. He was number 3. Dave Chafee's number 4. And then he started posting all these pictures of himself on, Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And you 5 experts all of a sudden thought, well, he's gained 30 pounds. We need to rank him ahead of Michael. Although neither one of us had competed since the last update.
That was not based on any results.
And I had the last victory at the Arnold Classic. So you guys moved him ahead of me. You guys moved him ahead of me. And then when Dave defeated him and I lost a push car 4-2, which is a very, very good, match against that version of push car. You guys moved him to number 2, and then Dave beat him. So Dave went to number 2, he dropped to number 3, and somehow I went to number 4. And I basically stayed in 4th place until last year when Gennady Quickvini lost to Dave Chafee 4-2, and somehow now he was tied in 4th place with me. So that didn't make any sense. He lost, but he ends up moving up the rankings and tying with me. And then now you guys have moved me down to 5th because of Vitaly Letin's impressive performance over Dimitri Trubin.
Yeah. And the problem is, it's going to be so hard now with you contracted with WAL, Dave Chafee contracted with WAL, and PAL running this season concurrently. Is it concurrent or consecutive? What is it? Concurrent is at the same time.
Concurrent.
Sorry. Concurrently.
What's congruent?
Don't bother me with that right now. Concurrently with WAL season, or PAL's running their seasons at the same time. Same freaking time.
Same time is what she's saying.
How about that? I'm trying to use big words.
Big words.
I'm telling you.
And her
Michael,
name's not Marvin Cohen.
Todd.
That dude uses some big words. Y'all don't know, but it's crazy.
Well, Michael Todd is like dumbing me down a lot.
Why would I be dumbing you down?
He's killing those brain cells.
What's that choking?
That's what you're doing. All right. Anyways. Too much. Okay.
All right. So where are we at now?
So what was I saying? Basically,
that I should be number 1 out of all 5. That's what you said. I think something like that.
It's going to be hard to get you and Dave in the mix with these guys that are competing.
This is what I see. Dave Chafee and I will have to meet at some point this season, right? Devin Laird is a wild card, but I would assume that Dave Chafee and I will be pulling for the title. So the winner of this season will be definitely the best in North America.
Yes.
North America's best shot to claim the number 1 spot.
Yes.
Dave is currently ranked number 2 overall in the world behind Levin. Whoever wins top 8, I believe the winner of WL should do a social media campaign to some of these guys with some crazy money and set up the ultimate super match to see who's number 1 in the world.
What do you guys think? We should start that now. Get that ready.
It'd be nice to find out.
Social media campaign. Top 8.
And also, man, there's a chance.
What rules would you use?
Who cares? I arm wrestle under all rules equally.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, this is what you need to
understand. And Dave Chafee does too.
Dave Chafee
pulls PAL. Dave Chafee pulls WAL.
People are like, oh my God, and once they pull WAL, they cannot pull under these strict rules. You guys, Michael Todd, Dave Chafee, Devin, they were used to pulling those rules anyway.
Those are the only rules we knew.
Those are the only rules that they knew. And people would say, well, which ones do you think are best? I actually like PAL rules best.
The best rules ever were arm wars.
Arm wars, okay, you are right.
That was a combination of
because that's like
PAL with WAL, but it's just not as loose as WAL, right?
The combination was they allowed running fouls.
Running fouls make things interesting, yeah.
Running fouls do make things interesting, but still, elbow fouls are still called. It just doesn't stop a match, okay? I don't understand the 3... okay, but anyways. All right. We just won't go there. But
yeah, I wouldn't care what the rules would be.
Let's do it PAL rules. That means WAF rules with cameras.
Yeah,
that's the
most
difference.
Rigid rules. And I hear people say all the time, Michael Todd would get fouled in PAL or WF. Dude, I've arm wrestled under the most rigid rules, and I probably catch the least amount of fouls of any arm wrestler.
True story. He doesn't foul out. You guys that are like, they just don't call the King's move. All right, I need you to educate your freaking self, okay? The King's move is not illegal. It is not illegal for Michael Todd's shoulder to drop below the pad, which, if you are looking at the pad, it rarely does in a losing or neutral position. His shoulder can drop below in a winning position.
And that's WAF and PAL.
Yes.
WAL says negative or losing position. Does not say neutral.
Neutral.
And if it did at one time, they revised that prior to WAL 405.
Because you did get fouled in that match with Jerry when you were center of the table.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. So the thing is that your shoulder can drop below the pad. All right. And in WAF rules, it's not a foul. Even if it is in losing position, you're instructed to get up.
To raise your shoulder above the table.
Raise your shoulder. If you raise your shoulder above the table and then immediately drop back down, it's just, again,
another warning.
Another warning. You're only fouled if you stay in that position.
If you do not obey the referee's command to raise up.
That is the current rule.
Shoulder, yeah.
And they could change it. And you know what Michael Todd's going to do if they change it?
Adapt.
Fools. Come on.
Yeah.
Figure this crap out. I mean, damn. They're like, outlaw. Are you kidding me? The sport is evolving. Evolving is good. All right. If you don't grow and you don't change, you die. There we go. So, anyways, we're back to the top 5. So you think Levin, yourself, Dave Chafee, a healthy Saplikov, and Vitaly Laletin. Well, who is hanging around in that 6th position, vying for that? Where do you rank Jerry Kettering?
Well, I would put Devin Larratt, Dimitri Trubin vying for that 6th spot, right?
Vying for the 6th.
That would be a great match.
That would be a good match.
Because I think
who would love to see that leverage match?
Trubin has more power. Devin has more leverage and technique. My opinion. I mean, I may be mistaken, but that's how I see it. So that'd be a great match to watch. Jerry is just a good conflicting style for me, right? Especially if they let him bring his elbow to the center of the table 107
Counting that money with that elbow.
But I don't know how well he's going to fare with the strength of the Eastern Europeans, because a lot of them have a lot of side pressure, which would push him out of center, right? So he wouldn't be able to get into his shoulder press position the way he is at WAL or with me or whatever, you know. So I don't know where I rank him. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of who. Prudnik could be a freak at number 7. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of forgot about Prudnik.
Prudnik could be a freak at number 7.
Prudnik was looking really strong. I mean, how much mass did he put on?
I heard it's like 15 kilos, but I also heard Laletin put on 20 kilos.
20 kilos from Zloty to
December, January, February, March, April. So
20 kilos.
4.5 months.
20 kilos.
44 pounds.
Okay. Yeah. 44 pounds. Y'all, that's a lot of mass.
Yeah, Prudnik was 33 pounds is what they're saying.
And the thing was, it wasn't sloppy mass.
No, they both look good.
Okay, so you've got your 5. You've got your 6th spot up for grabs between Trubin and
it could be
Devin.
Trubin, Devin, Prudnik. I think
one of those 3.
I think Prudnik's probably 7. I think.
So you think Devin and Trubin both beat Prudnik?
Yeah, I mean until I prove it otherwise, you know.
Okay, why?
You know, Devin more options, Trubin bigger frame, same skill set.
So are you ranking him because of his size?
No, I said better skill set, bigger guy. I just said bigger frame. I mean, equal skills. I would say Prudnik has a better hook than Trubin does. I don't know, man. Those would be interesting matches too. But we won't see him in top 8 because Prudnik's on the A side and Trubin's on the B side.
Okay, so and when is that next top 8? July?
I heard it's August.
August.
Yeah, they made it August because I was talking to them about me possibly participating if I could do both WAL and PAL.
Yeah.
And I think they stuck with that August date after we spoke about it.
Sure wish that could have been worked out.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they'll fly us over and I can be a special guest like Devin was in Malaysia.
Or find him a left-hand match. Do that. Okay.
I'd do a left-hand match.
Yeah, let's do that. Who'd you go against?
Somebody weak.
Not Wagner Bortolato.
Definitely not Wagner.
That was not a good match.
That was a bad. My elbow wasn't healthy either, but still, even healthy.
Baby, you were spanked.
Even healthy, I'm gonna have a hard match with that dude left-handed, I think.
I don't think a bionic arm would have won that.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's guys out there that might beat him, you know, and they might make it look bad. You never know. You just don't know. I mean, it's Styles, you know. He is and in Portuguese you pronounce ready, you know, go.
Go.
So whenever you are trying to say the word ready, it actually is the word go is what they hear, so they go really fast on ready.
And hard.
Yeah.
To the pad.
And then they do kinds of celebrations on the table with your arm.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got your 5. Now let's rank them. I think at this moment, until proven otherwise, Levin is number 1.
I would agree.
Levin Levon. I think you're a beast, man, and I'm pretty sure that
I think I got a shot. I got a shot at him.
I would like to see the match. I would like to see the match. I would like to see the match. I would like to see the match because, as you and Devin were discussing, I think that you may be the only shot.
I mean, Dave's strong. Dennis is strong, but I think it takes more than strength to beat that dude.
Yeah, and I think that your move may be the only one that can keep him from just powering right through. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
could be wrong. I mean, it's all speculation,
so
right?
11-1, who you got after that?
11. Okay, so let me see. There is you, Vitaly, a healthy Dennis. Okay, so I'm going to go between you and a healthy Dennis at number 2. Now, I think that I would like to see that matchup again between you and Dennis.
Yeah, I think 6-0 sweep him or 5-1 him.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, just because I know what he brings to the table. And the last time we pulled, I didn't even really know the match was happening until 2 weeks before. And I'm treating myself like an athlete again, and I'm going to be really, really strong this season.
Yeah, you were, okay, truthfully, just coming from the wife, not at all making excuses for Michael, but he was not in the headspace for that.
Well, also, I watched him do that crazy heavy curl. I'm like, damn, there's no way I could beat that dude.
Yeah.
And then I got up there and I stopped him. I was like, shit, I'm
and you were in the match.
Guy. You know what I'm saying?
That was totally different.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say you, I say between you and Dennis. Who else do we got then? We got Vitaly and...
I put Dave in.
Dave.
You know,
Sorry, Dave. Totally, yeah.
I mean, I have to put myself above Dave, although other people don't. I have to because I have a winning record, and I beat him the last time we pulled, you know?
Yeah, well, I think right now he's in that woodshed, and he is working up on something.
No, he's gonna be strong this season,
I'm thinking
there's no doubt.
He's going to come at you with something that you don't expect, and you need to figure out how to be prepared for it.
I'm just going to be really, really strong. That's my preparation.
All right. Okay, guys, so that's what we're discussing. That's what we think. What are your thoughts? Who do you think is in the top 5? And names that I don't want to hear? Travis. Travis is trash. He's nowhere in this.
He's not in the top 5.
He is not in the top 5. Okay, guys, you need to get off that bandwagon. It's not going to happen.
Or John Brezink. Don't put
John Brezink. And, okay, let's talk about, yes, he is probably the most, what do you call it? He's had the most accomplished.
Accomplished, dominant arm wrestler of all time. But he dominated in an era where there wasn't the freak that there are today.
Level was different.
It's a different world now.
The level of competition was different. You can take the best John Brezink of his time up against the greatest of this time, and I don't think it's much of a competition.
Well, I mean, I don't think he wins.
No.
You know, I'm not saying he's not in the match, but I don't think he wins. Yeah, so.
But he definitely deserves his props.
Oh, absolutely. No one will ever do.
Nobody dominates.
No one will ever do what John Brezink did.
No.
Because it's a different era. It can't be done now. You know, maybe Levin. You know,
he may be there.
You know, I don't know.
Okay.
You know, maybe he'll be able to run through everybody.
What could take Levin out?
Me possibly.
An injury.
Me possibly beating him. Possibly. A 290-pound Vitaly Laletin. You know what I'm saying? You know, if he keeps growing.
That's coming.
Well, you know, so I'm telling you, there's you know,
these guys though, that is seriously injury and health issues. I don't think they're very kind to their bodies.
I mean,
you know, and so I worry about their physical health, and that limits their shelf life. That's why one of them will not be dominating for the length of time.
Well, no, like I still don't think anyone ever did what John did. No,
yeah.
I mean, it was 20 plus years of him taking on all comers and rarely losing. You know, he took his losses, but there weren't very many. You know.
Yeah. All right. Anything to add?
I don't think so right now.
All right. Well, we've picked his brain. We got his thoughts. Let us know what yours are. And as always, let us know if there's anything you want us to discuss. Might be your topic coming up next. And don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell to get notifications when we're live. Sound good?
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Talk to you soon.